Don't leave. I would like to hear something out of you, right? Let me finish here with the bag things and everything.
Alright.
So what is going to be, JC?
50979
We'll have to
maybe?
hitch that horse up. Our
Five.
horse is up.
50.
Yeah.
Just hitching the horses.
Just Morgan that gets me around.
I know, Morgan's are beautiful horses. You know?
Yeah.
Especially
Not
this
the
white.
fastest.
This white in the front, you know? This little part here in the front, that's the beautiful thing about Morgan.
Yeah.
Clyde,
Yeah, what's up?
we need you a moment.
Okay, hold on guys.
Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you go to the tailor and tell Mr. Shelby I'm in?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll be right. Don't want to keep him waiting. He might be waiting there for us.
Yep.
Just let him know I'm with
Yeah, no problem.
let him know I'm with the Greek at the bank.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Alright, 31317.
Your last name is P-E-R-E-V-E-L-L, right?
Yes, sir.
Job's done here. So, Mr. Al,
Mr. Papush.
do you mind explaining what happened with Mr. Bernset here?
Sure. I mean, I'd like to hear Mr. Bird's side if that's alright first, and then I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, okay. Can we go over there in the corner or something?
Yeah, sure, why not? Just sit next to the fireplace because I'm soaking wet.
If you don't mind, I'll be back in like a minute. I gotta
Okay,
do
sure.
something.
Consider
Alright,
this.
as far as I can recall, which I just explained to Mr. Chanley.
Not Shanley, Shanley.
I don't know. I have to see it
Alright.
on paper. Anyways, so I'm friends with lots of people, and a couple particular people are one Miss McAllister, Harriet McAllister, and then another one, a Miss Yellowfish, were my good friends months ago, before Christmas, and before I really knew them and what they were about. I was just developing friendships with them, always chatting with them and going places with them.
Did you
And
hear
then,
that?
yeah, I did hear that.
What?
Oh,
Are
it's
they
there.
around?
It's your friends.
The hell?
So
I'll be right back. Going to the
I was just saying that I'm friends with those people. So McAllister was always in Sisika, right, for a long time, in and out of Sisika, and Yellowfish was separately never in Sisika, and then suddenly in Sisika for a long time. So I just lost track of him over the beginning of this year, and anyways, Harriet got out of Sisika, and I went to meet her in Valentine, and that's where I remember seeing you, I think. And it turns like the way she was being and talking was just so weird to me. So I just left. Like I didn't enjoy talking to them, so I just didn't want anything to do with them. And it's strange. Like it feels like it could have been more of like a deeper friendship with her, but she chose a different path, and that's fine. You know, things happen. But I don't know if that's the confusion, but this is what I've been telling myself, because later, maybe I don't know how long it was later, but I was up on the roof above the gun store here in town, in Saint Denis, and then you show up. I think I was running from someone or something, and you show up, and you were telling me somebody shot your friend, and that it was Yellowfish. And so I told you all I knew about Yellowfish, because I have no love for her. She set me on fire, and she's a piece of shit. And she was like torturing a bunch of my friends and stuff. So then later, somebody told me that I had offended you or done something wrong, and I don't know what it was, or who told me. I don't remember. It was weird. And then
Was it in
I
an
think we came
alleyway?
across each other. I don't really like. I really don't know. I just somebody told me there was a problem with you, and so when we ran into each other next in the street in front of the medical office, I think. I really didn't know what was going on, and it seemed like, uh, here's my theory: is that you think Harriet and Yellow are the same people, but I just don't know.
Nah. To be honest, I don't even know who Harriet is, so that's got nothing to
Okay.
do with my concerns.
Well, they're dead now. They're all
Oh.
dead. Point.
What,
moot
Harriet or?
point. Harriet, Clyde, and Clover are dead.
Nah. Well, if they were friends with Yellowfish, forgive me for not shedding a tear, but
Oh,
That's-
you're friends with Yellowfish.
no, if they were,
Oh, they were. Oh.
I'm
okay.
asking if they were, then
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think
Uh,
they knew each other.
fair enough. Well, that actually, I don't even know who they are, or that had nothing to do with anything. I appreciate you saying
okay.
it though, but that's got nothing that concerned me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just a firm believer in honesty is the best policy, right? Do you
Oh,
agree?
me too.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be completely honest here?
Typically, yeah.
Typically, or
He's.
yeah?
Like I always reserve the right to lie if it suits me.
Yeah, of course. But
Like if I have a gun to my head and somebody's like blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, then I'd probably lie.
yeah, well, I'm gonna just tell you from my recollection of what happened, right? So,
Okay.
I ran into you on the roof, like you said. That's true. You were running from Walter, the big man with the beard that was gonna rob
Oh
you.
yeah.
Yeah. And I told you that he was actually underneath us in the red room. I told you to go a different way, if you recall. And
There.
before that, I asked you about Yellowfish, and I gave you the description of Kira, and you told me his name was Kira. Yeah. And then you proceeded to tell me a bunch of things about Yellowfish and Kira, her real name, their
Right.
telegram. You remember all this, I'm sure, right?
I do, yes.
And I said to you as a joke, right? Because I took your word that you're not friends with them anymore because they are scumbags.
No, yeah, no, I'm not.
So I made a joke saying, shit, you're telling me a lot of things about people that used to be your friend, as a joke. And you laughed and you said, don't worry, I only talk shit about people I don't like. Do you remember that?
Right. I do. Yeah, I do now.
Alright, so then, coincidentally, 10 minutes later, I run into Kira, right? And I didn't know it was Kira at first, but Tommy knew him. My friend, right? He knew him. And then he's like, oh, Kira, Mr. Wolf. And they started talking, I said, oh. And then I started saying, oh, you're Kira, huh? I think we've met before. And I just wanted to see his reaction, whatever. I got him to admit that he was Timpy. Do you know who Timpy is?
Yep.
Yeah, I got him to admit it, and Timpy and Yellowfish kidnapped a good friend of mine, tormented her, and tried to make her swim down in the water of Saint Denis when knowing she
I
can't
bet
swim.
that's Minnie.
Yeah,
right?
that is right. That's correct.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I confronted him about it, let him know just because he's trying to turn over a new leaf doesn't mean I'm just going to forget about his scumbag terrible actions from the past, What's done is
Right.
done. He made his bed, so I just let him know I don't care what other people think. I remember. Yeah. And so then Tommy goes down to before that, I run into Tommy at the telegram station, and he said, oh, can I talk to you for a second? Where we saw you talking to Kira, right? And Tommy said, oh, he said, Alfred, come inside, and he said, do we have an issue? I just heard them two people talking about us. I said, oh, is that right? What were they saying? He said, oh, I didn't hear much, but I heard him say something about they're now Shamrock Security. And then you must have, one of you saw Tommy standing there and you just walked away to continue talking in private. But he heard you say Shamrock Security, right? So then that's when we confronted Kira. You weren't there. And you ran off. You just ran down an alleyway away from Kira, which looked very suspicious. But anyway. And then we ran into you and Kira later, together. And I said, I thought you weren't friends with Kira. because you were quick to tell me all these things about him. And then Kira started to get confused and, oh, what were you saying about me? Do you remember that? When me and
I
Elijah...
do remember that now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was acting like he didn't know something. Yeah.
And then you were too. You were both acting like you weren't talking about us.
Well, I don't know what the problem was the whole time.
Yeah, but you lied is my point. So when we...
About what?
When you said about Shamrock...
Hold on. Stay there. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't know what you're
No,
talking about.
we'll go back to the lie. We'll go back to the lie. Don't worry. So when you were at the telegram station and Tommy heard you talk about Shamrock Security, about us, right?
I don't know who Tommy is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then me and Tommy walked up to the bank where we ran into Kira and confronted him about talking about us. And he denied it until he realised Tommy knew who he was. And then then he admitted that you and him were talking about us. And then 20 minutes later, when you and Kira run into us in that alley, you say, oh, we weren't talking about you. I didn't say that. And then Kira's like, yeah, no, we weren't talking about you. And I thought, this fucking idiot Kira just told me 10 minutes ago that you were talking about us. You know?
Sounds like a good time to lie to suit myself, yeah.
But no one had their guns to your head. We were just talking. Having a general
Well, I don't
conversation.
know. Do you have a problem with the thing I said to you in the street there?
Well,
that
when
I
you-
don't talk about that I said that wasn't talking about you?
No, I don't even really remember that, but I don't remember you saying it like that. But I do remember, Elijah, you can probably back me here, but I remember you saying, I quote, do we have a fucking issue? Because if we do, I'll finish it. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't have an issue with you until you said that. I was trying to get to the bottom of why you and Kira were talking bad about our group, discreetly at the telegram station.
Okay. Well, sorry, didn't mean to offend. I talk about whatever I want to talk about with whoever I want to talk about, typically. But also, Kira and I were not friends. Was a beginning of a friendship possibly, but he's fucked off somewhere. I was not previously friends with him, but then because he was close with Yellow, I wanted to know what all he was doing and what she was doing, and so it was, you know, sometimes you just around and interact with people without actually, being what they think you are.
Because I wasn't trying to cause you grief. I heard some time ago that you were friends with Yellowfish, and I had Elijah here.
Yeah,
or Elijah asked you in the past, and you were honest, and you said you were at one stage, but not anymore, right? And I took Elijah's word for it because he believed you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But then, you got to look at it from my perspective. So you're on the roof talking to me about all these information about her real name, Telegram, Kira, how these scumbags were laughing and agreeing about it. And then the next time I see you, 10 minutes later, you're talking to the same person about us that you were just talking bad about.
Well, I don't even know. I didn't know what Shamrock was. I think that's
Why
what
are
we
you
were
talking
saying.
about it?
What do you mean?
You were talking about it.
I
Tommy
can talk
heard-
about
Why were you?
the
Of course
milkman.
you can talk about
I
whatever
can
you want to talk about.
the fucking
Of course.
gun store. Like I talk about a lot of things.
Who the fuck said you couldn't talk about certain somethings? I mean, why were you talking about
so
us in the first place?
Why? I don't know. It came up. That's why.
But you were talking out of all
It
the
came
people.
up with what?
Out of all the people,
I
would
don't
come up
know.
with Kira, the person you
I don't
just...
remember things that don't matter to me.
But it matters enough to talk about.
I wasn't talking about it like, oh, those fucking Shamrock people, we gotta kill them all or some shit.
Ah,
I just
Did
I don't
like
anybody
it's a
care.
came
word.
up with that conversation or so? Did
Probably
somebody
Kira.
mention it to you?
No, probably just talking to Kira about it.
Tommy said he heard you say they're now called Shamrock Security. So you
They're
sure.
now called. Okay.
So you
now
knew who
that
we were.
is the certain rabbit hole, and Papush.
I
That's what I'm
really
getting
actually
at. This
currently
is a
have
long
no fucking clue
fucking
what the
line.
problem is.
This is a long line of just absolute treacherous bastards.
Okay.
Oh.
So what do you mean they're now called this? Are you talking to certain people without parents? Or that's what is it who you're talking to?
I really don't know what you're asking me.
I'm asking you, what do you mean by now they're called this? What was
I don't
the
recall saying
certain
that. And if I did, I wouldn't know what
you
it
sure
meant.
should heard it.
What?
You sure as shit heard it.
Heard what?
Heard that line been spoken.
That you're Shamrock? Yeah.
Now we're Shamrock. Yes, you heard that line.
Okay.
So who said that, Al?
Either you
Who
said it
was
to
he?
Kira. I think you said it to Kira, from what Tommy said.
Okay. Where's Tommy?
That's irrelevant.
Tommy's obviously not here right now.
Well,
But
it gets more complicated every time.
it's irrelevant though if Tommy's here or not, because we later, 10 minutes later, confronted
hello?
Kira here, and he admitted it, right? He admitted that's what you said.
Hello?
Yes?
Hi.
Jesse, what's happening?
Uh-oh.
All right, Al. It's a waste of time. Let's just. Oh, it's a waste of time.
We're going-
It's a-
we're going to
he-
get
He's a
back,
fucking bunghole. It's all right. It is what it is.
I'll reach out for you with an answer, Mr. Shanley. Thank you for that.
I mean, that was my main thing, Papush, is this
Okay, I got
line.
it, I got
the
it.
main. No. It's the main line of now they're known as this. So therefore, there was something before where they were watching.
Also,
I'm done with it.
Yellowfish the other day took another one of our friends, right, from here in town, chopped one of her fingers off and burnt her legs for no reason. No, she didn't know this lady from Adam, but she decided to do it anyway. And Mr. Burns here actually saw her, tried to convince her to let Penelope go, and she said no, so then Jesse proceeded to just go back into town and not tell a soul about it. So you telling me he's not friends with this Yellowfish? Why didn't he go to law? Why didn't he go to you? Why didn't he go to someone that would actually protect the people in this town? The innocent folk, you know? Just allowed
What-
Yeah,
Yellow...
what time
now I
was-
got
what
it
time
much
was that?
better.
What time was that?
Don't know, you have to ask Penelope. I don't know. About 4 days ago, perhaps? 5 days ago?
Well,
Yeah.
typically when me and Jesse are around, there's no law around, so there's nobody to tell, right?
Yeah, but you could have told anybody.
And what would they have done?
Well, if it was Penelope's friends, they would have went looking for her.
Okay, are you 100% certain her friends were there as well? Like,
The friends
do you have
are-
all the facts involved?
Do you know who the starving artist are? You should, because if
The
you're...
women?
Yeah.
It's that harem of women.
There's like 30 of them, men and women. I
No,
guarantee.
no, hold on, no. I know this because a woman went up to Miss White at the Golden Gator, looking for her. I remember this, and I do know Jesse also tried to look for her as well. Like they scoured Lemoyne for her, so he did help.
No, I'm
remember
pretty sure
this.
that I got the point right now of what happened.
I
Actually,
mean, yeah,
and,
Papush. I
yeah,
mean,
you
it's
don't
all
have
up to you. I don't
actually,
care.
Well,
I don't
yes,
care, really.
you don't have to push it anymore. You just leave the rest to me. You know, I know what I'm going to do from
Listen,
now on.
You don't have to do nothing based on this. It's really between us and him.
No,
I mean,
I'll tell you, it's not something about you right now. It's about something me, about my choice that I did make a long time ago. Now I regret it. You see? And
I
let
just,
me-
I don't want it to fuck you.
No,
Really,
you didn't fuck me. You opened up my eyes, actually.
I've been around doing this with many different people. I know you have as well.
Mhm.
But the people like that, I would never, I promise you on my soul, person like this, I don't give a fuck how valuable they are. Never.
All right.
Not unless their life is in my hands and I can take it. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yes.
Not
It's
worth.
not up to me to decide what am I going to do with him. He will decide by himself what he's going to do with him. All right?
Just
he can
keep
take
him close.
responsibility. Yes, he will
And
take
watch him
fully,
close.
fully responsibility for what he's done.
Could still be useful to you though.
Just watch him close, that's
Right.
all I'd recommend. Just watch him close.
Just keep him low. I would say at the very most. I mean, you don't have to do this, but keep him low. Keep
Yeah,
him
don't
around, but low.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, all of you. Huh?
No.
We shall be in contact.
Of course.
course.
I'm
And
sorry
let me know
for
if
push,
anything
but just
changed
these people, you know.
through the time. Yes, I know all about it. Damn it. So, how about Mr. Clyde? How about we go?
Yep.
All right. Very
Gentlemen,
good. Have a
good
good
to
one,
see you.
gentlemen.
Are you not gonna wait for you
For what?
for Jesse?
Do you think he's come back?
I
would
don't
hope
think
so.
coming back.
I would hope so.
Have a good one. Good night.
Good night.
Take it easy, fellas. He came back. He's here.
Jesse, they're leaving without you.
They just walked out.
Who?
They just walked out. If you want to catch up to them.
We were in the middle. We were in the middle of something.
That's alright. He'll
I
talk to
mean,
you.
I
That's alright.
I don't know.
Don't stress it. He'll talk to you. Oh, they're here.
Okay.
They're still here. Yeah, it's alright.
I'm just thought we need to find a restaurant.
Yeah, look,
Uh,
you don't have any issues with me unless I see you roaming around
Nope.
with yellowfish. I'll give you my word.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. She's not my friend or my enemy, and I want to keep it that way. So sometimes I do talk to her.
She
Yeah.
does fucked up shit. Why is she?
She does
in the
fucked
middle?
up shit. Yeah, she needs to die. Is what she needs to do.
But you can only label her as in the middle. Good to know.
Wouldn't you know?
You fucking idiot.
Haven't you heard of
Sorry, what?
Haven't you heard of guilty by
I said you
association?
fucking idiot. She's still in
Why
the
are you
middle for
saying
you.
that?
Because you're
She's
a dumbass.
not in the middle because
You're
I
a
like her. I just
jackass.
don't want her to set me on fire again. How about you get set on fire
Grow
and tell
a
me you want
pair
her
of
as your
fucking-
enemy?
I have been burned on fire. Take a look at my
From
fucking
her?
back, jackass. Get the
Calm down.
come here.
How,
Move.
how about we raise the tone right here?
Calm
right?
down.
Relax. I'm not after you.
You want me to calm down, motherfucker?
Or you can hit me if you please.
It
If
doesn't
I
have to be
please.
this way, right?
Shooting you now. Shooting you now. Is that it? Get the fuck out of here. I'm only gonna say it this last time. Otherwise, you get the other option.
Do what you gotta do. I'll fucking fight back.
You stupid fucking prick.
Oh shit! Stop it!
No,
Stop,
don't.
stop, boys, boys. Don't.
Get the fuck out of here. Go. Go. Get that stupid idiot. Boat. Go to the boat.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
I'm sure.
Not anymore.
Where'd they go?
Hey, where's the boss?
Where's Shanley?
He just said run here.
Which way did he go?
I don't know. I started shooting back. I lost visual.
Probably the least known. I'll go back and look for him.
Thank you. Take my horse. Yeah. I don't care. He pulled out a gun.
Yeah, I don't care either if I get in trouble for this.
He pulled out a gun. So.
There's a fucking difference.
Who shot?
Me.
Me.
He pulled out a gun.
Thanks. No, I know. I know, but he was slapping.
I don't care. I wasn't giving him a
Fucking hit
chance
me
to
in the
shoot you.
shoulders.
I wasn't giving him a
I
chance
know.
to shoot you.
I
And if you get put down by a piss ant like that, how does that make you look?
no, no. You're good. I think you're okay.
I didn't hesitate. I swear to God.
I wanted to have a little fucking tussle with him. I wanted to see if he could actually
No.
defend himself against the fucking ammo.
Yeah, well, you know, that's not a risk I wanted to take in that situation.
Me neither.
Cause then what? You die right there. Then what?
Oh, I stand for what I stand on.
Yeah, I'm not
I
having
die
you.
standing
I'm
on
not
it.
having you die to a Jesse Burns. That's for sure.
Well, that would be quite sad.
That's right. Fuck,
But I'm
what'd that
sure
do to
you
your
two
legacy?
fellas.
Fuck that.
Nobody's got to know it was them.
Oh, with his mouth, he fucking like a.
Kerfuffle in the bank. That's all it was.
I'm just saying, he talked shit about all these people, then ran to him and told him about us after talking shit about them to us, you know. He has no loyalty, that fella. None. But he also has a big mouth too. If he put you down, the world would know. But Cole went looking for you. He said, I'm the least known. I'll go looking for him because we didn't know which way you ran.
I just
Oh,
said
he's
go to
here.
the boat.
I'm grabbing my shotgun off the saddle.
That's a good idea. I left my hat inside.
You fucking idiot.
He's here. Thanks for that though. Much appreciated.
Oh, good.
If you want to head up, they're just upstairs.
Yeah.
At the top.
Sure.